Which country's king has the most Rolls-Royce cars in the world? And which country's army has only 50 soldiers in total? Today we will learn about the world's records that no one else could make. So let's start with the alphabetical order. Algeria is the largest country in the world whose land is literally not even 0% covered by water. The world's lowest suicide rate is recorded in Antigua and Barbuda. Only 0.3 people commit suicide here every year. That is, many years pass in which not a single person commits suicide here. Argentina has left its neighbor Brazil behind in the export of football players. In 2015, Argentina exported 2,000 football players. In addition, eating beef is a tradition in Argentina. Here every person eats 55 kilograms of beef every year. The world's largest shark attacks have been recorded in Australia. In addition, the world's largest and most dangerous animals are also found in Australia. If you want to do a peaceful job, you can also go to Austria. Because Austria is considered the country that gives the most paid leaves in the world, where you get an average of 42 paid leaves in a year. The most mud volcanoes are found in Azerbaijan. There are about 1,000 active mud volcanoes in the world, of which 400 are present in Azerbaijan. Bangladesh has the most contributors to the United Nations peacekeeping force. Approximately 447. And this country is also called the Land of Rivers, because there are a total of 700 rivers in Bangladesh. The world's largest beer-making company is known as Anheuser-Busch InBev in Belgium. In 2022, its annual income was more than $57 billion. If we talk about Bhutan, 80% of the population here farms. Its name is Brazil nuts, but its biggest producer is Bolivia. But according to the square kilometer, there are the most landmines in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Every square kilometer has 152 landmines. Botswana is the largest producer of diamonds. Brazil is the country that wins the most FIFA World Cups. And the most coffee is also made in Brazil. Approximately 3,290 tons per year. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the Sultan of Brunei has the largest collection of Rolls-Royce cars, the total quantity of which is 500. Half of all the Rolls-Royces in the world were made by the Sultan's family in 1990. Canada's 56% population has graduated at least. This is why Canada is also known as the most educated country in the world. Chile has the world's strongest earthquake record, in which the Richter scale reading was 9.5. On the one hand, China is the country that produces the most carbon dioxide emissions in the world. But at the same time, it is also the top in producing renewable energy. Croatia comes first in kidney transplants. Cuba alone has 25 gold medals in the Baseball World Cup. The oldest woman paragliding was related to Cyprus, which surprised the world by paragliding at the age of 104. Denmark is the country with the least corruption. According to an estimate, there are 11 crore landmines in the world, while alone in Egypt, 230 million landmines are installed. The largest number of child workers work in Eritrea. The most expensive internet is sold in Ethiopia, where the monthly cost of the average connection is astonishingly equal to 34 rupees 000. According to the population, Finland comes first in the coffee shortage. Here every person drinks 2.64 coffee cups a day. The king of tourism is none other than France. In 2015, 8.63 million visitors went to France. Germany has won the most medals in the Winter Olympics. The ratio of olive oil used in Greece is the highest. Surprisingly, one person uses 26 kilograms of olive oil here every year. The highest rate of suicide among girls is found in Guyana. Haiti is the only country in the world that has the least number of soldiers, whose number is only 50. Iceland has the most internet users in the world. 92% of the population here is connected to the internet. India, social media is used the most in Israel. Italy has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Japan has an average age of 84 years, which is the highest in the world. It has the highest literacy rate. 99.9% of the total population can read and write. Lesotho is the country where 100% electricity is made from renewable sources, such as wind turbines or solar. In Libya, roads are more dangerous than guns. No one knows when someone came out of where. Malaysia has the largest cave system in the world. Maldives is the only country in the world where the highest point of the Earth is only 2 meters above sea level. 98.4% of the territory of the Marshall Islands is actually water. Only 1.6 areas are land. People all over the world leave the village and head to the cities, but in Moldova, the highest ratio is of those who leave the city and go to the village. According to the area, the least people live in Mongolia. Only 2 people in 1 square kilometer. The highest percentage of the Hindu population lives in Nepal. Total 81.3%. The Netherlands is famous for its people of the highest stature, where the average height of men is 6 feet, while the girls are 5 feet 7 inches long. Which country has 10 times more sheep and goats than humans? It is none other than New Zealand. The most children are born in Nigeria. And that's why the average age here is also the lowest in the world. Only 15 years. North Korea is the only country in the world where no restrictions have been imposed on making slaves. Pakistan is a democratic country whose prime minister has never been able to complete his full term. On the other hand, Panama has the privilege of having the most registered ships. Total 323. The most languages spoken in Papua New Guinea. Their number has been recorded up to 850. Portugal was the first country in the world to end the death penalty, which did this work in the year 1884. Qatar comes at number 1 in terms of annual income, where the average salary or income is more than $61,000. And on the other hand, 96.4% of the population of Romania has their own private houses. The world's richest family is Saudi Arabia's House of Saud. Its net worth is $1.4 trillion. Connecting Singapore to Malaysia is considered the world's busiest international crossing. The fastest internet connection has come to many countries. But South Korea's average internet connection speed is 26 megabytes per second. Spain is the country that produces the most olives in the world, which completes 30% of the world's famine. The largest percentage of business owners are present in Uganda, where 28% of the population does their own business instead of a job. The Channel Tunnel connecting the United Kingdom to Europe is the largest tunnel in the world. In the list of the world's largest airlines, the first number is also with the USA, the second and the third. The world's largest oil reserves are with Venezuela. And the cheapest fuel is also available here. Only 1 cent.